This is not what a Wendigo looks like. This most certainly is not what a Wendigo looks like. You would have to be a fool with no media literacy to assume this is what a Wendigo looks like. Never in a million years could this be what a Wendigo looks like. And a Wendigo doesn't look like this. Except it kind of isn't. Unlike, say, the Kuchisake Onna or like a biblically accurate angel, the Wendigo isn't part of a monolithic culture with a single clear description of it. It's a cultural icon common to almost all of the algic people, and each of them has their own unique description of it. It's a lot more like the dragon in that sense. Pause to plug video. What we can divine from the myriad of physical descriptions about a Wendigo is a massive creature about as big as a good-sized tree. Its entire body is messed up, it's malnourished to the point of its bones poking through its emaciated flesh, its eyes are haunting, and its constant hunger has led it to consume its own lips. In some versions, it's made out of ice, can walk on water, or it grows proportionally to however much it eats. And sometimes it isn't any of that. The Cree version of the Wendigo is not the monster itself, but rather an evil spirit that possesses you and turns you into the monster. So how did the stupid deer stuff get added to the picture? Well, this fella, Larry Fessenson, got a story about a Wendigo mixed up with some tale his teacher taught him about some zombie deer and made a movie about it, and D&D caught wind of it, and the rest, as they say, is history, except it isn't. You see, when Mr. Fessenden went to verify this story, he learned that the teacher had told him no such story. The story of the horned Wendigo preceded his famous movie, and even existed during the time of the Native Americans, or they're Canadian, so First Nation. How do we reconcile that? Well, let's explain a few things about how the Wendigo works. We always ask when to go, but never why to go. That was bad. A human becomes a Wendigo, or the Wendigo possesses a human, when they break the taboo against cannibalism. It represents desperation and selfishness, reaching to their extremes. A monster that only knows how to consume and never be full. The deer, by contrast, symbolizes purity, so maybe it shows how the Wendigo can consume anything. But let's not forget, the Native Americans were just as capable of mixing up mythological creatures as we are. The antlers might have been added by another cultural monster, such as the... Skinwalker? No! It's not a skinwalker! It's not a fuzzing skinwalker! Sorry. The skinwalker is a Navajo cultural icon, and this isn't what it looks like. Its Navajo name is Ye-Naldloshi, which literally means it walks on 4 legs. The Wendigo walks on 2 legs! Sorry. The reason I'm so mad about this is because we know the skinwalker is an evil magic user that can shapeshift into animals, and that's all we know about it. The Navajo people have made it very clear, hey, this is our thing, you guys don't deserve to be a part of it. And now we just go and make up our own things? Oh, haha, the deer I was hunting stood up on 2... No! Kill your... In a similar vein is the Wechuge from Athabascan culture. In that society, you get a spirit animal, and when you do, you're told not to commit an act deemed offensive by the spirit, a taboo. Otherwise, it possesses you, turning you into a Wechuge. Now, the Wendigo and Wechuge have a lot in common. You break a taboo, get possessed by an evil spirit, turn into a giant that eats humans, you eat your own lips, and you can only be killed if your heart is thawed out. And a Wechuge could resemble a deer, if your spirit animal happened to be a deer when you broke the taboo, but that's by no means the norm. But does it really matter? The myth is driven by the living Algonquian people, and they're still here, no matter how much the governments of Canada and the US try to forget about them. They control it, and if they believe it has horns, for whatever reason, then the mythically accurate Wendigo has horns. Do they believe that?
No.
Right, so stop drawing them like that.